Welcome to another amazing episode of the Visualize and Create show. I'm excited to have you today in this conversation. You have to hear how Evelyn and I met. And I'm sure you're going to be like, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Talk about change makers. Listen, I'm so glad you're tuning in. You are listening on your favorite podcast provider or perhaps watching this show on your big TV screen. Regardless, I'm excited to have you. My name is Martine Cadet, and I am the host of the Visualize and Create show. You will be able to meet amazing individuals that are going to inspire you, motivate you, and give you the tools for you to visualize and create whatever it is that you want. Make sure you check out the show notes and share this with a friend.
Thank you so much for having me, Martine. I'm super, super excited to be here.
Thank you so much, Evelyn, for coming. I know you have a crazy busy schedule, just like all of us change makers out there doing this thing of creating what we visualize. And so it's such a pleasure having you. And at the top of the episode, I shared that I would share how you and I met. And so for you listening or watching on your big screen TV or perhaps on the app, you see Evelyn here. Let me tell you, she is amazing. I was so proud of her when she walked up that stage at the Meta Boost event. I was like, yes, girl, yes. And so tell us more about that moment. What was that about? I know what it is, but our listeners don't and viewers don't. So share with us a little bit about that moment and how it came about.
Thank you. So, you guys, I am Meta's 2022 Changemaker. This night of winning the Changemaker Award for Meta, hands down, was the best night of my life. I kid you not. I was married in the afternoon, so I can say this. It was the best night of my life. And to be a change maker means that I am making a difference, not only on a local, not only on a national, but on a global scale. And what I do, you guys, is I founded Thrive International Academy, which was super small in the beginning. It was darling. It was Mrs. Evelyn Educates, and I was a one woman show tutoring. And I grew it into an empire with 25 plus independent contractors teaching students around the globe. And my belief is that we are all beautifully and wonderfully made, deserving of an education by the best of the best, no matter where they are. And so to have won the 2022 Changemaker for Meta changed my life. I am incredibly grateful.
Oh, I am so proud of you. I mean, you have no idea. So, for you listening or watching, and you're probably like, Evelyn, Martine, what is Meta? Because some people don't know, right? Especially for you watching on the big TV screen, chances are you probably are not on social media. And so, Evelyn, do you mind explaining to the audience who Meta is and why are you so proud? And you should be proud to have this title.
Thank you. Yeah. So Meta was formerly Facebook. Meta was formerly Facebook, and Facebook has been around for a hot minute. If you're wanting to connect with your friends from growing up, if you're wanting to connect with business colleagues, that is Facebook, which is now Meta. So Meta is one of the largest companies in the world.
I'm interrupting this episode really quickly to make sure that you tuned in to listen or watch my interview with Sabine. Who is Sabine? Well, she's right there next to me. Sabine, who are you? Tell me more about this episode that we recorded together.
Hi, my name is Sabine Quenberg. I am a communication and confidence coach, helping people to overcome the fear of public speaking and being on camera so they can share their message with more poise, power, and passion. So I share a lot of things from my experience on the episode, and I will also share my new podcast, Become.
love it. You have to tune in. And so if you're watching this or listening right now, either way, tune in because this was such a great conversation. And by the way, I'm going on the podcast. And so you have to subscribe to Sabine's episode that I'm going to be doing with her on her podcast. And with that, I know you want to watch the rest of the episode playing right now. So let's get back to it. Here's the thing. You started as a one-woman show. You kept creating, you kept showing up, and now you have an entire team organization that's just growing. And I love that because that is what the essence of this show is all about, is to help others understand that it's a process. But guess what? Once you visualize that dream and you start creating one step at a time and follow that passion, my goodness, things like this just happen, right? And so the other thing that I love, Evelyn, I'm a professor, right? I'm an adjunct professor at 3 different colleges, and
Amazing.
I never thought that I would be able to do that job, like teach and, be in front of the classroom and whatnot. And so I want to dive in a little bit more in regards to what you offer, because someone may be listening right now and they're like, oh, Evelyn, you mentioned tutoring. I'm very good at math. And, for me, I do more of the marketing. Like, can you walk us through what your organization offers? And if someone is listening right now that's probably interested in making that creation of this visualization of them tutoring happening. So take it away. Share with us how it works with you.
Definitely. So we started off as a tutoring company. And again, I was a one-woman show doing anything and everything under the sun. Then we dove into the world of homeschooling, which I fell madly in love with, by the way. The world of homeschooling is so free. It's so fun. It's so creative and wonderful and rewarding. And so we offer homeschooling classes as well for those who are interested. And that is pre-K through grade 12. Tutoring, we're even tutoring at the college level. We've got a client right now where we're tutoring at the master's degree level, a student getting their MBA. So that is so exciting. So we offer homeschooling, tutoring, mentoring, SAT, ACT prep, career coaching, and also college counseling.
I love it. Education is definitely something that should be top of mind for everyone, I believe. And I know that many things are online and YouTube University exists and Google University exists. But at the end of the day, education is so powerful, in my opinion. And if you're watching this or listening and you're thinking either, I do need support, I need mentoring, I need tutoring, or you're probably thinking, I can tutor. I'm very good at this subject and so on and so forth. This is the perfect episode for you. And I'm so glad that you're staying all the way till this point, because before we end, Evelyn's going to share with you exactly what she's sharing in the show notes. And as far as you possibly either participating in what it is that she has or even get in touch with her, because networking is important too, right? This is why we do this in the show. You get to meet amazing individuals. And so, Evelyn, what is it that you are sharing with us in the show notes that we should look into?
So in the show notes, I want to offer 5% off to every single Martine Cadet listener. So use the passcode or use the code Martine, and we would love to serve you with 5% off. And also, I just want to share that if you are a tutor, if you love a content area, and if you are super, super excited and you want to work with kiddos, tweens, teens, or young adults, reach out to me. We are always hiring, and you could be that special someone that we bring onto our team.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Thank you so much for this exclusive offer. And so you heard, you see, because I know you're either watching or you're listening, go to the show notes and get that discount code and reach out to Evelyn. And so, Evelyn, before we end, I'd love to ask you a question just to close this whole conversation. Listen, I No, you and I see this in all of my episodes. We did not wake up like this yesterday. It's a journey, right? We learn
Yeah.
along the way. There are wins, there are experiences. I don't like calling them failures, and and so
Learning opportunities.
right, all opportunities. And so, what would you share to someone that is currently in the activation mode of starting to create more and more and paying attention to that passion of theirs? What would you say to them today?
I love this question. Your passion is your purpose. Be authentically yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing, you be you, and everything is going to flow from there. Those are my words of wisdom. Don't worry about what people have to say. You be you, be authentically yourself, and that's how the magic happens.
I love it. Thank you so much. This is such an important reminder. Oh, so good. Thank you so much, Evelyn, for coming on. And listen, this is your first episode, but not the last. You are more than welcome to come back. And I know I will be knocking on your door and saying, okay, so how many tutors do you have now? 300, 500, 600? I know it's going to be amazing for you. And I'm so grateful that we had the chance to meet at Meta, and I look forward to our connection. And so if you enjoyed this episode, do not hesitate to share it with a friend, leave a comment. Do not hesitate to reach out to Evelyn. Listen, we are humans just like you. And so don't be afraid. Be yourself, just like Evelyn said. If your heart, right, says right now, oh my gosh, I resonate with Evelyn so much, don't stop that. Reach out, right? Connect. And so we encourage you to continue to visualize and to create. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
You have just listened or watched the Visualize and Create show. Don't forget to download our app and make sure to leave us a review. And before I go, I do want you to visit my website, martinecadet.com. Browse around. There's a lot of stuff in there. I have a store. I also have great services available for you so that you can visualize and create anything that you want. I will see you in the next episode.